Okay, let's start with something a bit weird, maybe even slightly gross. Picture this. You've just had a great lunch.
Let's say, I don't know, a big plate of pasta.
Perfect. So biologically, that's just a complex heap of starch, fat, protein, right? Stuff your body needs to dismantle
Yeah,
aggressively.
with extreme prejudice, yes.
And just a few hours later, that pasta's gone through this incredibly complex, like, internal assembly line, and the result is, well,
Process.
processed.
Yes.
But here's the bit that gets me. How does the whole thing even start? I mean, have you ever really thought about how your stomach uses acid, literally as strong as battery acid, without just, poof, dissolving itself?
It's an amazing bit of biological kit, isn't it? Which we totally take for granted.
Totally.
And the biological engineering, that's what we're diving into today. Think of this as the ultimate shortcut guide to your own plumbing.
Right. We're going beyond the boring textbook stuff.
Way beyond. We're talking surprising causes of heartburn, secret enemies killing off your internal cleanup crew.
Oh, look at
The works.
And kicking things off with maybe the biggest shocker. The huge mistake almost everyone makes with heartburn, and why the actual fix sounds, well, frankly, insane.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Okay, so the stomach. It's meant to be this hostile vat, right? Like you said, battery acid. pH should be super low, like 1 to 3.
Screamingly acidic. That's the goal.
But when people get that burn, acid reflux, heartburn, everyone thinks, oh, too much acid.
And that's almost always the wrong diagnosis. It's hardly ever too much acid. The real problem is the acid's just in the wrong place. What you're actually feeling is a mechanical issue. There's a valve at the top of your stomach, the LES, lower esophageal sphincter.
I think of it like a dodgy lid on a pressure cooker. Its whole job is keeping the food and all that gnarly acid down in the stomach.
Precisely. And here's the really crucial bit. That valve, the LES, it isn't just dumb muscle. It's super sensitive to the pressure inside the stomach.
Okay.
And it needs high acid pressure to clamp down really tight. So if your stomach acid gets weak, the pressure drops.
Then the lid gets loose.
Exactly. It doesn't seal properly.
Which leads us straight to the common but terrible fix. You feel the burn, you grab an antacid.
Yep, the classic antacid mistake. You neutralize the acid, you drive the pH up, make it less acidic.
Which lowers the pressure inside.
Right. So that valve, that faulty pressure cooker lid, it actually closes less tightly now. You might feel better for a minute.
But you've just made the underlying problem worse. You've loosened the seal. The acid's definitely coming back up later.
Guaranteed.
Hold on. Are you seriously saying the real fix, this totally counterintuitive thing, is to add more corrosive stuff? That sounds like pouring petrol on a fire.
I know. It sounds absolutely backward. But biologically, it's about restoring that necessary pressure. You have to get the stomach back to that super acidic state it needs.
So how?
Well, some people try diluted apple cider vinegar. That can help boost acidity. But often more effective are things like betaine chloride.
Okay, what's that?
It's not hydrochloric acid itself, but your body quickly converts it into the strong acid your stomach is crying out for. That helps tighten that pressure cooker lid.
Beyond just stopping heartburn, why is keeping that acid super strong so important?
Well, here's the kicker. Acid strength tanks as we get older. It's just a fact of biology. By age 50, your stomach acid could be 50% weaker than it was at 20.
50%? Wow.
Yeah, and that decline. It sets off a whole chain reaction of digestive problems downstream.
And if the acid's weak, if the pH is too high, that's when food just sort of sits there, right?
Absolutely. That's a classic sign. Low acid means you can't absorb minerals like magnesium and calcium properly. But critically, it messes up the signaling for the whole assembly line.
How so?
When that acidic mush of food, it's called chyme, leaves the stomach and hits the top of your small intestine, that intense acidity is the trigger. It's the signal.
Ah, okay. So if you eat something and it just feels like a lead weight in your stomach for hours.
That's not just slow digestion. That's your pancreas basically sitting there waiting for the go signal that never arrives because the acid wasn't strong enough.
What signal?
That high acidity triggers hormones like secretin. And secretin tells the pancreas, okay, release the digestive enzymes, release the bicarbonate to neutralize things. Weak acid, weak signal, no enzymes. Food just sits, it stagnates.
It really is all about getting that first chemical spark right. Okay, so speaking of the flow, let's move out of the acid bath.
Yeah.
Next up, the small intestine.
Right, which is where the real action happens.
Yeah.
An incredible 90% of digestion and absorption takes place there.
And this is where we meet bile.
Bile, the body's own heavy-duty detergent. Your liver makes it. Your gallbladder concentrates and stores it, just waiting for you to eat some fat.
And when you do eat fat, the bile squirts out and works like dish soap on a greasy pan.
A perfect analogy. It emulsifies the fats,
Okay.
breaks them down into these tiny little droplets so your enzymes can actually get at them, and you can absorb the nutrients, especially those fat-soluble vitamins.
But it does more than just deal with fat.
Oh, yeah. Bile salts have a second really vital job. They act like a natural antimicrobial sweep for the small intestine.
Killing off bugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Filling pathogens, bad bacteria that maybe snuck past a weak stomach acid barrier. It's like the cleanup crew manager for that part of the gut.
So if your internal detergent supply runs low, you end up with dirty, backed up plumbing. What kind of symptoms would point to low bile, things people might miss?
Well, besides the obvious stuff like bloating, burping, maybe feeling sick after fatty meals,
Yeah.
look for weirdly disconnected things,
Like what?
like trouble absorbing vitamins A, D, E, and K. That can show up as really dry skin or even, surprisingly, vision problems.
Vision problems from low bile.
Yeah, because you need those fat-soluble vitamins for eye health.
Yeah.
And of course, gallstones are often a direct sign that bile isn't flowing well. It's getting thick and stagnant.
Okay, now for unclogging that system, there was a specific recommendation, right? Something called TUDCA.
Ah, yes, TUDCA, taurosodiazoxalic acid. It's basically a kind of superstar bile derivative.
Superstar how?
It's just really, really effective at getting bile flowing properly again. Think of it like pouring a specialized drain cleaner down the pipes, but, a healthy one. Taking it on an empty stomach can really help get things moving, ease congestion in the liver and gallbladder.
Makes sense, like unblocking the detergent dispenser.
Yeah.
Now, bile helps keep the small intestine clean, but it's fighting a constant battle against stuff we eat, right? Which brings us to leaky gut.
Oof, leaky gut.
Increased intestinal permeability. Basically, the lining of your small intestine should be like a really tightly woven wall. Only specific things get through.
But with leaky gut,
Those tight connections between the cells get damaged, they loosen up, and you get gaps.
the things causing those gaps, it's like the usual suspects, isn't it? The modern diet hall of shame.
Pretty much. Grains, gluten, tons of refined sugar, processed junk food, and especially those industrial seed oils. They all irritate the gut lining.
And that irritation compromises the wall. Stuff leaks out into the bloodstream that shouldn't be there. Bingo. And your immune system sees those leak particles as invaders, goes on high alert, and bam, you've got systemic inflammation.
So even if you fix the acid and the bile, if you've still got leaky gut...
You're fighting a losing battle. You've got to patch the leaks first, or at least at the same time.
Okay. Acid, pressure cooker. Check. Detergent dispenser. Check. Let's head to the final stage. The large intestine, home of the assembly line's real cleanup crew.
Trillions and trillions of microbes, your gut microbiota. These little guys are the true, unsung heroes of your entire body.
Their main job is dealing with fiber, right?
Yeah, they break down fiber through fermentation, and that process creates short-chain fatty acids, which are literally the food source for the cells lining your colon. Without those microbes, your colon lining basically starves.
But they do way more than just digest fiber. We forget, like the sheer scale of their operation.
Oh, absolutely. Roughly 80% of your entire immune system is located right there, in your gut-associated lymphoid tissue. Those microbes are constantly training and interacting with your immune cells. They're your border patrol.
80%, that's huge.
It is. And then there's the brain connection. Your gut microbes are a massive neurotransmitter factory.
Producing things like...
A vast majority of your serotonin, think happiness, mood regulation, and a big chunk of your dopamine too, motivation, reward.
So drama downstairs in the microbe world directly affects your mood upstairs.
Directly. What happens in Vegas definitely doesn't stay in Vegas when it comes to your gut. It echoes straight up to your brain.
Okay, quick side note, maybe a bit TMI, but
Uh-huh.
poop. It's basically a report card from your microbes, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Mostly water. The brown colors from broken down red blood cells, the smell. That's just bacterial gas.
Yeah.
But yeah, chronic constipation or diarrhea, those are big flashing signs that your microbial team is struggling, missing members, or generally unhappy.
And these vital little guys are under serious threat. Two big assassins, right?
Two major ones, yeah. First up, antibiotics. Now, obviously, sometimes they're essential, life-saving. But there's this pervasive myth.
That your good gut bacteria just bounce back afterwards.
Exactly. That it's no big deal. They'll repopulate on their own. That's often false information.
They don't just bounce back.
Often they don't. Or what comes back is a much weaker, less diverse version of what you had before. It's like clear-cutting a rainforest and hoping it just springs back. It usually comes back as sparse scrubland, if at all.
Okay, so antibiotics are one threat. What's number two?
The second is sneakier. It's the secret assassin potentially hiding in your food. Glyphosate.
The main chemical in weed killers like Roundup.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And here's the truly disturbing part. Glyphosate also holds a patent as an antibiotic.
Wait, what? A weed killer patented as an antibiotic?
Yes, because it kills bacteria. It works by blocking something called the shikimate pathway,
Which bacteria need?
which many beneficial gut bacteria absolutely need to live. Plants need it too, which is why it kills weeds. Humans don't have this pathway, so it was assumed to be safe for us, but they forgot about our microbes.
And this glyphosate stuff, it's not just on GMO crops, is it? That's another misconception.
A huge one. You might think, oh, I'll just avoid GMO corn and soy, but get this. Non-GMO wheat can actually have 3 times more glyphosate residue than modified corn
How is that even possible?
because of a horrible farming practice called desiccation. Right before harvest, they spray the wheat fields with glyphosate to kill the plant quickly and dry it out evenly.
So they're dousing the food crop just before it's collected.
Yep, it means you're potentially eating really high levels of this microbe-killing chemical with your bread or pasta. It's
Yeah.
a direct assault on your internal cleanup crew.
Okay, that's depressing. So escape plan time. How do we protect and rebuild this crucial gut ecosystem?
Step 1 is pretty straightforward, if maybe not easy. Avoid the poison as much as possible. The simplest way to dodge that high glyphosate load. Probably eliminating grains altogether.
Or at least going organic for things like wheat, oats, legumes, stuff that often gets desiccated.
Exactly. Buying organic helps a lot. Then you need to actively bring in reinforcements.
The good guys.
The good guys. High-quality fermented foods are fantastic. Think sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, real yogurt. Even raw milk cheeses can be great sources of beneficial bacteria.
And there was that specific probiotic biohack, L-Reitery.
Ah, yes, the lactobacillus reuteri yogurt.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. You can actually ferment specific strains of this microbe yourself, usually in milk or a dairy alternative, for about 36 hours at a low temperature.
And the payoff isn't just better digestion.
No, this is fascinating. Studies suggest these specific L. reuteri strains can significantly boost oxytocin levels.
Oxytocin, the cuddle hormone.
The very same. So you're essentially making a homemade probiotic that might make you feel more social, connected, less stressed, and even sleep better. It's like a whole system upgrade from your kitchen.
Okay, besides specific foods, what about when we eat?
Crucial point. Intermittent fasting isn't just about weight loss. It's absolutely vital for your digestive system's own cleanup cycle.
Like giving the road sweepers a chance to work when there's no traffic.
Perfect analogy. If you're constantly eating, snacking all day long, your digestive tract never gets a break. The internal sweeper, called the migrating motor complex, needs that fasting window to sweep residual food and bacteria down the line, especially out of the small intestine.
You gotta give the system downtime.
You have to. Otherwise, stuff just lingers where it shouldn't.
Okay, final point, and this one's a bit funny but important for the health nuts out there. The smoothie betrayal.
Ah, yes. The seemingly super healthy morning green smoothie.
You throw in kale, maybe some banana, pineapple, loads of fiber.
Sounds great, really.
Sounds virtuous, but if your gut is already inflamed, if you've maybe got some leaky gut going on,
Uh-oh.
dumping a massive load of raw, pulverized fiber into that system first thing in the morning can be like throwing gasoline on a smoldering fire.
Why? Too much fiber. Too much, too fast for the wrong bacteria in the wrong place. It can cause rapid fermentation way up high in the digestive tract, leading to massive gas, bloating, and more inflammation. Sometimes less is more.
So the simplest advice if things are really struggling.
Honestly, just eat less. Give your digestive system a break for a few days, reduce the load, let it rest and reset. It's amazing how effective that can be.
Wow. Okay, so putting this all together, the acid pressure, the bile detergent, the microbe factory in the large intestine, what's the big takeaway?
The big takeaway is that we've massively underestimated our digestive system. It's not just a passive tube. The vast majority, some say 90% of chronic diseases, seem to have roots in gut dysfunction.
And most drugs are just managing the symptoms that start there.
Often, yes. They're managing the downstream effects. Your food isn't just calories, it's information. It's instructions for your body. It is literally either the source of the problem or it's the solution.
So we need acid, like a car battery, detergent to kill bugs, and trillions of microbes dictating our immunity, sleep, and even our mood.
It's the command center, really. This whole assembly line dictates so much of your overall state of being.
Okay, so final thought then. If what you eat literally controls your immune system, how well you sleep, even how sociable you feel because of those neurotransmitters, are we maybe just complex walking, talking versions of whatever we ate last?
What exactly are you fueling inside you right now?
Hmm, something to chew on until the next deep dive.